What now? What now? Macklin Celebrini, natural hat trick, and the game winner. Cinema. Absolute cinema.
Pleasure to chat with Will from the Trailer Park Sports Network. I mean, I guess I could try and explain who you are, what you do, where you've been, but that's not fair. Will, I want you to give me your bio. How do you describe how you have emerged on the sports scene on social media?
I don't know. I guess you say you don't show up to a trailer park expecting normal things to happen. So you don't show up to Trailer Park Sports Network expecting normal sports. I've kind of sat there and filled a gap in the media world, I guess is why.
Yeah.
It's how we've gotten here. And then, now we're with the hockey world. It's pretty cool.
And the accounts have blown up, by the way. Instagram, TikTok, where else can I find you?
I'm on YouTube as
YouTube?
well.
All right. But what was the turning point and how big have things gotten here? Like how big have the views and the audience and the metrics gotten within the last couple of years here?
Oh, we started in end of July 2024 covering the Olympics, and I went from like 1,000 followers to 15,000 in the span of the Olympics, and I was like, whoa. And then flash forward, I'm starting to post on Instagram a little bit. It's February. I had 700 followers, and then Four Nations happens, and then boom, here we are now with 46,000 followers, and I'm just like, what? What is happening here?
People like you. It's as simple as that. I also note that you cover some maybe more obscure sports or the Olympic sports that not everybody is talking about. I came across one of your bobsledding videos. But that kind of brings me to how you found the San Jose Sharks, or was it the San Jose Sharks that found you? How did you get attached here?
I feel like it was the San Jose Sharks that had found me. In the process of watching hockey, I was like, I'm gonna watch as many games as possible. I have to try and figure out a team to root for at some point, but I don't want to do it I don't want to just like stick with the team that's close to me. I feel like the team's just gonna speak to you. And I'm watching games late at night, and I'm like, I really like this San Jose team. They're young. You can tell they're young, and they're losing a lot of games. They're not overly good right now, but it's like they're right there. You're watching them and you're like, they're right there. They're having fun. And they're having a lot of fun. And I like the fan base too. The fan base was cool. They're always just like happy, even though they were losing games. They're just like, I mean, yeah, they're losing games, but did you see how much fun they're having on the ice? You see how much fun Will and Mac and Eklund are having on the ice? Like, dude, they're doing the thing. They may not be winning a lot of games yet, but guys, just wait. And I'm like, all right. I'm down with that. I like this team. They're
Yeah.
having fun. It's a whim. They got lots of whimsy, you know?
You could sense it was coming, right? Like all of us
Yeah.
have instinct about things. You could sense something was about to turn the corner. I also love the fact that you've invested yourself so much in maybe learning hockey or understanding hockey to the point where you went out and bought some rollerblades. Did I see that right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got some rollerblades. Warrior sent me a stick, and I've also got some gloves too. So I got out there and like play. We've played like some street hockey games with the homies a couple of times. I'm terrible. I'm
That's all right.
horrible. But like, roller playing real roller hockey at some point.
Yeah.
I want to get on the ice, but I'm in Alabama, so it's not
You
it's
got to
not
start
overly
somewhere.
accessible.
You got to
Yeah.
start somewhere. No, and to your point, like that's how this area, the Bay Area, used to be. Before the Sharks came around, there were only a few sheets of ice. And growing up, if you wanted to play hockey, it was definitely going to have to be on wheels. And even then, no coaching, no equipment, no internet back then when I was coming up. I totally understand like where you're at in all of this. So let me just make this point, though. You're in Alabama. Like there are thousands of miles between us. There's at least a few NHL teams like in a direct line between us. Has it ever crossed your mind like it would just be easier to be a fan of some other team?
Oh yeah, but my dad's from Sacramento. He's a 49ers fan.
Okay.
So I was like, my dad doesn't really care about hockey.
Yeah.
But I feel like if he did care about hockey,
This is who he'd want you to be a fan of?
yeah. This is
Yeah.
who I feel like this is who he'd rock with.
Yeah.
So, like that was definitely up there. And I had a whole like list of criteria, and I was like,
Yeah.
I really like what the front office is cooking up. People may say, oh, these are some crazy things. Nah, Mike Greer's cooking. They're cooking over there, and you just gotta wait. You just gotta wait and see. It's got to give it time. And you're looking at it now. It's starting to work itself out. It's just got to be patient.
Absolutely. Hey, so if we do this chat, we could both say, oh, Will and Macklin, and we could name Askarov, and we could talk about Eklund. We can talk about all of maybe the most prominent named players on the Sharks, and even adding a Skinner this year, and Alex Wenberg has been great this year. But if there's a favorite under the radar type Sharks player for you, somebody who's not getting enough attention, because you're watching a lot of games, you're noticing, is there somebody who you'd want to shout out right here on that note?
Man, I love Shaq.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Shakir Mukmadulin. I like the guy. I like his energy. I feel like he plays hard every time he's out
He's a
there.
big boy, too.
Yeah, big dude,
Yeah.
hefty guy. I love the guy.
All right.
Big fan of him.
That's a
Like
good
the way he
one.
plays.
See, that I knew you'd have a good one. That was absolutely it. So you had an instinct about this team. You started to follow them. You start to cover them. And you make a lot of opinion videos. You cover a lot of different things on your channels, which I do appreciate. As you're starting to see the trajectory of the Sharks, is there a prediction that you have? Is there an idea of how and when some big milestone happens, or what's next for them, or where this season goes? What's a prediction you could safely make?
The thing that I've been sitting here waiting on is, are the young kids gonna hit a wall?
Okay.
That's the thing that I've kind of just been like, they're playing really well right now. They're playing really well right now. Like they're starting to heat up, but it's like, are those young kids gonna hit a wall?
I think the crazy
Uh,
part is they haven't yet, and they haven't
Yeah,
already, and
yeah,
and there's no
right?
signs that they might, you know?
Exactly. So if they don't hit that wall, I
Yeah.
think I think they can make the wild card.
I mean, it,
I think that might be a crazy prediction, especially going based off the fact they won 20 games last year.
yeah.
I feel like if they don't hit that wall, they could really make a wild card spot.
For those who have not checked out your channels yet, what's the pitch for you? What's the selling point? What's your favorite part of doing the channels? What do you get out of this?
I get to find a way to uplift athletes that don't get as much attention. Hockey players don't get that much attention, but like outside of that, you have like your Olympic athletes, your bobsled athletes. I'm a huge fan of the bobsled and skeleton world. The swimming world, I grew up a competitive swimmer too, so like
Okay,
that's something I want people to like care about. Like people forget that that exists outside of the Olympics.
good
There's a
point.
lot of people that exist that forget that the Olympic sports, yo, they have to qualify for those. Like they don't just like magically show up at the Olympics like, oh yeah, we're here. You have to qualify to get there.
Yeah,
Like there's a whole process to this. Like they compete outside of that. That's how they get good in the first place. They're not just like working at McDonald's and then just like, oh yeah, the
right.
Olympics are coming up. I gotta go drive a bobsled now. No. I want people to see that world. I feel like sports are for everybody. I genuinely believe that sports are for everybody. And there's a lot of people that are like, oh, I don't really like football or baseball or basketball, or I may not like hockey. And it's like, dude, okay, cool. Maybe you like cricket.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Maybe you like speed climbing, like competitive speed climb. Maybe that's your thing. There's something out there for everybody, and I feel like if I continue to just cover random obscure things that I'm like, oh, I find this interesting. Maybe somebody else out there
Yeah,
does. And there's some people that are just like, yo, I didn't care about sports, but maybe I just needed to see women play it.
there you go. I mean,
There's a lot of people that have said that to me.
it's as simple as even hockey too. Hockey's not as big as football, right? So I mean,
No.
you're even doing that for hockey to a certain degree and extent. Um, Isn't it amazing, by the way, of what these platforms allow you to do? Most people would think to reach an audience, you traditionally would have to be in a big city and work for some television network or radio station or media entity. You're literally doing this on your own, from what I can tell, in the middle of
Yeah.
Alabama, right? So like
Yeah.
you are going against the grain, but my goodness, in our times, it's so cool that you can do something like this.
It's honestly crazy that I've managed to affect
Yeah.
like this many people, millions of people
Yeah.
from a trailer in between a cornfield and a cotton field in Alabama.
Well, you keep up the good work. It is so good to chat with you. I just want to say that if and when the opportunity exists for you to come out here to California, we need to find a way to make that happen. And when it happens, we need to do it right. You know what I'm saying? We need to give you all the access you want. So I would love for you to experience this in person, because you haven't yet, right?
No.
The Sharks are just something out in California that you've never tangibly
Yep.
experienced. Well, I guarantee when that happens, we will not let you down. I promise you that.
Oh man, I gotta get there. Gotta get to the tank. Everybody says, especially whenever they start winning games, the environment is amazing. I gotta get out there. I've seen them packing out the tank lately,
Yep. Yep.
and dude, the place looks electric.
Yep.
I gotta get there.
I can confirm that. I've seen the best of days there. Will, I appreciate the time. I'm following you on Trailer Park Sports Network, and I can't wait to see where that goes too. So we'll keep in touch. You keep it up, and thanks for this.
Much appreciated, man. I appreciate you having me on.